Huskies, this is Miss Dufour back again, and in this video we're going to look at writing an equation from a graph. And this was the graph that you saw on the Google slide, this Google slide, and so I've just redrawn that graph. And let's look at the strategies. The strategies are to, the goal is to write an equation, and we're going to first off create a table. Then we're going to look at the table and determine the value of y when x is 0. We're going to determine the rate of change. The rate of change is m. And then we're going to test the ordered pairs in the equation. These are all important steps. I can't say that there's just one that's the most important. So we want to make sure that we're covering all of these. Before we begin, let's look at our equation is going to fit either this form, y equal kx. K is your constant of proportionality, and we know that when it's proportional, it's going to go through the origin, and this does not go through the origin. So I'm just going to go ahead and cross that out. That is not what we're looking for. This is going to be the form y equal mx plus b, where m is your rate of change, and then b is going to be this right here, where the value of y when x is 0. So that will be the constant. Okay, so we're going to first off just create a table, and I'll get that started right here. And to create the table, I'm just going to pull out these points. It says determine the value of y when x is 0. So when x is 0, y is 5. So I'm going to put that right here. When x is 0, y is 5. And when x is 1, y is 3. When x is 2, y is 1. When x is 3, y is -1. We have this point right here that I did not put. I can put it right here. When x is -1, y is +7 going up. When x is -1, y is 7. So there we have it. I'm actually going to take this right here. I'm going to put it just so that things go in order. -1 belongs right here. If we were going to have our x values going -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, your x is going up by 1. So I'm just going to rewrite that here. Okay, so go back to our steps. We created the table. Then it says we want to write the equation. That's our goal. So let's look here. It says determine the value of y when x is 0. So when x is 0, y is 5. So this right here is b right here. That is b, which equals 5. So I can start that right here. Y equals mx plus 5. Now we need to find the rate of change. The rate of change, if you want to go back to our notes when we're done with this, some of you may have overlooked the notes, but to find your rate of change, your rate of change is the ratio. You're comparing the change in y over the change in x. Change in y over change in x. So if you can look here, each time x is going up by how much? X is going up by 1. So that's your change in x, 1. Which this means that our rate of change is going to be an integer. Now how is y changing? So from 7 to 5, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 1, from 1 to -1. So our y values are, think about this, are they increasing in value or are they decreasing in value? They're decreasing in value. They're going down by how much? Each time they're going down by 2. Okay, if we look at our graph, we can see that from the previous example that we did, when our graph looks like this, going in a downward line, we know that our rate of change is negative. So our rate of change in this case is negative 2. Negative 2 over 1, and that's negative 2. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm going to substitute my negative 2 into the equation right here, and y equals negative 2x plus 5. So I've done step 1, create a table. I found the value of y when x is 0, and that was 5. I found the rate of change, and I've written the equation. Do not forget to do this, very important step, test the ordered pairs in the equation. When you have a multiple choice question, when they give you the graph and they give you like 4 different equations to choose from, a lot of us, this is what we go to first off, is to test the ordered pairs in the equation. So we're going to go to that step right now. So I'm going to let x be 0. When x is 0, y is 5. So there's the ordered pair 0, 5, which that checks off right there. Okay. Now I'll let x be 1. And that's negative 2 plus 5. So that means y is 3. So that's the ordered pair 1, 3. I'm just going to keep going. That one checks off. Now we have when x is 2, that's negative 4 plus 5. That's 1. So when x is 2, y is 1. And that checks off right there. Just checking my math as I go. And just going to check this one. Last one I'll check. Negative 2 times when x is 3. We have negative 6 plus 5. That's negative 1. So that gives us the point 3, negative 1. And this one checks off as well too. So it looks like we were correct that this is the equation that goes with this graph. Okay, so that's it for now, and good luck with the assessment that is in Mastery Connect. See you soon.